Right?
Yeah, well, we're preparing. I think we've been preparing for a while. It felt like as well as we've been playing, we would get in. Um, we feel that these last two games, we want to win. Obviously, I think this group they have pride, and so we want to finish as high up the standings as we can. So we'll take tomorrow and play hard and see what happens.
This is pretty unique where you can finish anywhere between first and fourth in division.
Yeah, it's tight. It kind of things sort of separated here as the last few weeks. The top four teams kind of pulled away, and it's really good teams. So, of course, we're in the mix. We could still win the division potentially, which would be a nice little accolade for these guys. But we don't really feel. I don't think it matters where we finish as far as our possibilities to advance. But just for pride's sake, want to finish as high as we can.
Are you worried that you guys might have peaked a little too soon? That you guys had to grind so hard to get into a playoff position?
Not really. I mean, I just think if your habits are good and you're playing hard and we have good players, so I don't think we're not going to run out of gas here. There's lots of rest. I mean, we probably won't start until next weekend. So. Get a little bit of new blood in here too. There's competition for spots, so I don't think it's going to be an issue.
This is a potential preview to the first round. Are you guys looking at these two games to make a statement against the Wolves?
Not really. I just think we want to have good habits. We want to play the right way going in. So we've had a little bit of success with them lately. They kind of had our number early on in the season. We just know they're a good team, and it's perfect dress rehearsal to play a team of that quality for the last couple games.
So how do you think the reinforcements from Chicago are going to help continue the success you guys have had against the Wolves?
They're good players, and they've been a big part of what we've done here. Each of them have played a big stretch of games. The only guy, like we talked about the other day, Ed Sell, he's the only one who's maybe only played a couple games, but it's nice to have that depth. We're going to need a group of 24, 25 guys to make any type of run. So it's exciting to have them here.
Obviously, when you came here last year, your goal was to come in and win. Your first year, you're already kind of making it to the playoffs. Obviously, the season's not over yet, so you don't want to look back. But what have you made so far of just your first year here and the way you've been able to get the team to bounce back in just 1 year?
Well, we've had a great group of guys to work with. First of all, the staff has been awesome. Everyone brings a little something different, and we have a lot of fun. Try to have a positive environment here, come here to work, but come here to get better, and we can have fun doing it. And the players started with a younger group, very coachable, willing to take feedback, willing to give it their best every day, and then add a little bit of veteran spice here as the year's gone on. And so it's been very enjoyable to be around these guys, and now we have an opportunity to play in the most fun time of year and win. So can't ask for more. Really looking forward to it.
Obviously, you've been playing pretty great down the stretch here, but come playoff time, there's even maybe another notch you have to turn up to play. Do you feel like there's another notch your team can hit here come playoff time?
Yeah, absolutely. The level will go up. It's going to be higher pace and more physical, and we talk about throughout the year, every shift the game's on the line, it's the same now. So we're going to have to find another level, but I certainly think we have it, and I think depth is a big part of it. We got a lot of good players, and I think one thing we'll talk about, and we have talked about already, is everyone's going to have to take a little bit less. Guys who used to play in 20, maybe they play 18. Guys who play 15, maybe you got to play 13. But the quality of the time you get, make the most of it, play for the team. And if everyone's willing to sort of put individual priorities aside, then as a group we can make a run. So that's what we expect.
Having some names coming back, obviously you get 6 players back from the Blackhawks. You've had a few of them, obviously, and you said Edsel hasn't got much run down here. So does that mix a little bit help or hurt the chemistry of this team?
No, it only helps. These guys have been here all year, so it's they deserve to be part of this. They all they've contributed to us being in this situation. So got a real good mix, youth, veteran. So I don't see chemistry is going to be it's going to be a positive for this group.
Is it definitely make some tough decisions where you have guys that you probably have to play now, and there have been guys who've helped you get to the spot that you may have to sit now?
Well, it's difficult because we have some guys who've played real well that, like I said, they may have to take less. There may be some guys who've played every night that maybe they're in and out a little bit, but they still are going to have likely their opportunity to contribute. We're not going to stay healthy the whole time. It's going to take everyone. But as far as who we have to play, we play the guys who can help us win. I mean, right now you don't get to keep playing if you don't win the games. So I think everyone understands that and will embrace that. And so that'll be our mindset.
Of the 6 guys that were sent back down, aside from Aidsel, Camp hasn't been here since December 27th. How do you think he fit in his first game back?
Good. Picked up right where he left off, if not better. That line didn't they didn't necessarily produce, but liked how they played. Worked really hard away from the puck. Him especially. He had 2 or 3 back checks. Definitely saved chances. Maybe goals. I love how he plays away from the puck, and so when you play as well as he does away from the puck, then your line has it, and we expect him to be a big part of our success here.
Samuelson and Bondra inked a couple of new deals. How excited are you to have them sticking around?
Yeah, it's good. I mean, from Bondra's perspective, I mean, he basically gets a redo. Organization wanted to give him an opportunity here, and it didn't happen because of injury. So he's been here working and spent a lot of time with the skills guys and rehabbing his injury, and so he'll have the opportunity to prove himself next year. So happy for him. And then Samuelson, he came in here, a couple months ago, and he's been a big part of our success. Contributed right away. Plays hard, physical, has some skill, has some hands. Very good teammate. So he's been a big part of our success here, and he deserves a chance to come back. So excited about that.
Do you feel like you proved anything to yourself this year coming over? And I mean, the fact you guys are in the playoffs and you've had to deal with the adversities of the American League and kind of persevered through all this?
I don't know. I don't really look at it that way, like I was trying to prove anything. Just come in here and had the opportunity. We have some great young players here, and it was fun to hopefully contribute to their development. Had a lot of guys get a chance with the Blackhawks. That's great. That's fun. That's why, as coaches, that's kind of our job. And I think, of course, we want to win. We want to teach guys. We want to be able to count on them in big situations. That's how they're going to play at the next level. And so the winning is kind of a byproduct of hopefully a lot of guys taking steps forward as players. So that's what I look at. And as a competitor, you want to be in big games. We had the opportunity to be in big games, the whole second half, which I think is great for everyone. It's great for the coaches. It's great for the players. And now, half the league is going to be home, and we get to keep playing. So that's as individually, competitively, it doesn't get better than that. So I'm really just excited.
Was it important for you that Mora stayed up this year?
Yeah, it was. It definitely was. Followed them closely this year, and the club means a lot to myself and our family. So I was very happy.
Would you watch any of those games?
Yeah, I watched them all. Yeah.
What's that like for you then?
Well, it's tough when you're not there to help. I think, especially playing Lexan again, it's a special rivalry. So to be able to beat them again it's huge for the club, huge for the city, and now hopefully they can build on being able to stay up, and now they get the full central money, and hopefully they can build a very good team.
You imagine that they'll always be part of your life and somewhere in your heart, that organization, that club, and just, I guess, the community?
Yeah, absolutely. Yep. No, they first of all gave me my chance there, and had the club director Peter Hermanson treated us amazingly well, and so I'll always be grateful to him and the club. So absolutely.